Welcome everybody to Carol's Art Room. Today I'm going to show you how I mix up a couple of paints. And I'll tell you what I use for my pouring medium. So right here, I've got, this is my pouring medium, what I use. This is Behr 8300 Deep Base Interior Exterior High Gloss Enamel. And this is my one of the ingredients. I'll just show you how thick it is. It's pretty thick. It's like goop. Now I just mixed some up. I really don't need to show you how I do that. That's pretty straightforward. But what I do is I take 2 parts of this and 1 part I use polycrylic, clear gloss, ultra fast drying polycrylic, clear gloss. So I use this in the last mixture I made, and it's in this jar. Still a little bit thick, but it runs. So it's 2 parts the Behr and 1 part polycrylic. And if you have JoSonja varnish, I've used that too. Same mixture. 2 parts the Behr and 1 part the JoSonja. This is the bottle, it's nothing in it, but I'm out of it, so this is just my water mixture. This is the JoSonja gloss. It works too. So that's what I use for my pouring medium, and I use it for swipes and blooms mostly. And it's in this jar, so it's pretty thick still. So I'll mix up a paint for you. Let's see if I can aim it down a little closer so you can see. So I've got these little clear cups. So first of all, I'll mix a deco art paint because I use it quite a bit. I'll make up this nice blue. This is Sky Blue Topaz Extreme Sheen. I do use these paints quite a bit. Give it a good shake. Oops. I think I have one that's already open. All right. This is a brand new one. It still needs a good shake. So these paints are a little thinner than a tube paint. And I'll mix up a tube paint. Oops. Stick in this skewer and mix it. Okay, so I'm going to take, this is a teaspoon. I'm just going to put in a teaspoon of the paint. See how thin it is, and I'll get a stick. I had a stick. I'll use this spoon. Actually, I have a stick here. All right, so now I'm going to take 2. I usually do 3 to 1 in the paint. So take There's one. It doesn't have to be exact, but it's just a guide. This part is more forgiving. There's another spoon. One more. I like using the sticks to stir. And I'll show you the consistency. This is a real pretty blue. It's still a little bit thick for my liking, for my blooms. So what I do, I have a mixture of varnish, it can be JoSonja varnish or the acrylic poly, and water in here. So I just kind of eyeball it, maybe like 4 to 1, so 4 water, 1 varnish, or 5 to 1, and then I use that to thin my paints. The metallics are a little thicker than the regular deco art. But they're a lot thinner than a tube paint. Now for a bloom, makes a mound. It still doesn't disappear as quickly. A little bit more water. Better. It leaves a trace but disappears quickly. I think a tinge more water. It runs pretty good off the stick, so that's pretty good. Maybe a couple more drops of water, but that's pretty good right there. So I got these little containers. I put a lid on, and then I'll mark that with the paint color and a little piece of tape on top. Nothing fancy. Okay, now I'm going to use, this is Prussian Blue by Amsterdam. I'll do the same. I don't, I think I'll add the pouring medium first. With a tube paint, you can just eyeball it. So I'm going to add 3 spoons of this into my cup. You can make up larger batches if you want. That's about 6 tablespoons in there. Okay, I'm not going to measure this. I'm just going to squirt some in because I don't even know how much is in here. That could have been maybe half a teaspoon or, oh, actually almost a teaspoon. So you'll see how it mixes. You'll see the difference in this and the deco art. It's really thick. See how goopy it is? I should do a pigment for you too. It's very thick. So that color's pretty good. I'm just going to put it in a jar, and I've labeled what my recipe is right on the jar. So I'll get my water. And I use the same pretty much for swipes and blooms. Swipes can be a little bit thicker than blooms, but they're similar. It's pretty good. It's getting there. I think a little bit more water. You've got to give it a good stir, scrape your sides. It's pretty good now. Let's see if I can aim this down. It leaves a mound, but it disappears quickly. Not a mound, it just leaves a trace. Okay. So that's my Amsterdam Prussian blue. And I'm gonna do a ribbon. Actually, you know what? I should do a pigment for you. Okay, I have these little containers I use for my pigments. This is Mermaid by this little piggy. Let's see how much is in here. It's getting thick. I haven't used my pigments in a while. So I'm just going to add to this. So now I don't have much of my polycrylic left, but I'm going to take a little bit polycrylic and a little bit, or actually I'm going to take my Mermaid and I'm going to do, I'll show you this, about like that. Add it to my cup. Keep it away from your face. It's a good idea to wear a mask. I'm keeping it away from my face. So I'm going to add some of this polycrylic to wet it and disperse it. Just enough to wet it. Keep it way over here. And then you can add your pouring medium that's already mixed. I don't care for these cups because they have a little ridge on them. I'm trying to look for some that are, I think there's some round ones out there somewhere that don't have a ridge. I don't like the ridge. Okay, so now I'm going to add my pouring medium. Time to go buy some more polycrylic. All right, so that was, I use this little spoon. I'll add 3 of these. These don't need much water added to them because it can, it's still the same as thickness as the pouring medium, which is a little thick. Could probably add water to my pouring medium and thin it down in that way. But each paint and each is different, so pigments are different, deco art's different. So I'm going to add some water with varnish. I'm holding it away from my face. Still a bit thick. So just keep adjusting as you stir. I think that's pretty good now. There, see, you can see. Leaves a trace but disappears quickly. Okay. Put my pigment away. Okay. And I've got some, this is silver, deco art silver. So I'll do a bloom for you, and I'll be right back. Okay, everybody, I'm back with my mixtures. So I'm using Deco Art Ice Blue Topaz, this little piggy mermaid, Prussian Blue by Amsterdam, and Deco Art Silver. And I will probably use white and black cell activator. Let's see what I get. So let's give this a try. could use a bit of turquoise too. I actually have some turquoise that I made up. It's golden teal and some Bahama blue mixed together. I'll throw some of that in too. All right. This is a 6x6 tile. I'm going to figure out a way how to hang these tiles. So I've got so many really pretty ones. I think I saw somebody, just think of it in a minute. Put some hooks on the back of their tiles. You glue them on. Okay. All right, I'm going to put this turquoise down first because usually the turquoise is opaque. And then debating when to put. I always give my cell activator a good stir. All right, let's give this a whirl. Oops. Whoa. Wow. That is beautiful. Oh my goodness. Well, the Prussian blue didn't show up very much. You can see darkness. I guess that's it there. It's nice. I'll let the middle come back. Look at those peacock cells. Beautiful. Okay, I think I'm ready to I'll try. Oh, how can you get anything more pretty than that? Next time I might put the Prussian blue closer to the top so I have more contrast, but still awesome. Okay, I'm going to give it a spin now. So just help it move better. Okay. Just going to poke some of these bubbles. That's why I torched it before I spun it. Get less of these. Give it another spin. Oops, still sliding around here. moving, so I'm good. I don't want all this to come off because I like it. It's beautiful. There. Bring you in. I love it. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I'm going to try a different bloom technique with these colors. I saw Lisa do it like a vine. Anyway, that'll probably be the next video. Anyways, there you go. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and come back to Carol's Art Room. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Hi, everyone. Look at this beautiful tile, how it dried. It dried really awesome. I don't want to touch that. Could be damp. But it was just done yesterday. But mostly dry. It's very pretty. Very pretty. I love it. Look at those pretty cells. The ring around, the white ring around. Very cool. So many different looks. Every little spot's different. That's the amazing part of blooms. There you go. Have a great day, everybody, and come back to Carol's Art Room. Bye.